What is shaking? Welcome, everybody. Our 49ers post-game show brought to you by Fieldwork, the official non-alcoholic beer of the San Jose Sharks. And by the way, I should mention to everybody, one of the reasons I love Fieldwork, not only the beer, but they just donated $100,000 to the Berkeley Humane Society, which is pretty sweet stuff. So well done, Barry and the boys over at Fieldwork. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a lot of money, and that's going to do a lot of good for Berkeley Humane. So well done. Again, I love the beer. I love the mission, all that stuff. So that's why they are the sponsor of the show. For those of you that are wondering, where's Bergie? Family commitment. I'm just saying soft. I think soft. What do you think?
I think doesn't wear the pants is more along the lines.
I didn't say that.
Oh, you told me to.
I mean, hey, look, just because it's true doesn't mean you say stuff, okay? I mean, just because you're all hopped up on pain meds right now.
I stayed up all night. I'm on painkillers. I'm like, I'm going to be on with Bergie. Going to make some calf jokes. Let you guys ride it into the night after I stay on for 10 or 15 minutes because I'm.
I told you that's okay. When I saw Brent, I thought maybe why do you got a seatbelt on in the house? Like, are you that far gone as an old man? Like, you need to buckle yourself into your seat?
I do, into the sofa.
Dan is coming by going, Brent, you got a seatbelt on?
He does. It was a wild ride that game. You can see my sling and my arm.
You're still a gamer out there working out. You might want to rethink that.
Bicep surgery. Don't do too many curls when you're old.
Bro, why are you doing curls? You're like way past the age of curls.
I had my Hall of Fame thing. I had to look in shape, unlike Phillip Rivers.
You sound so like some of my teammates. That when I was playing in the NBA, I had teammates that literally were upset if they got hurt the last month of the season because they had to rehab in summer. And then I also had one guy on my team, never saw him in the weight room the whole time. Last month of the season, he's in there just crushing curls like you wouldn't believe. I'm like, bro, what are you doing in here? He goes, got to get ready for summer. How about getting ready for the season? We suck, okay? Maybe we could have used you. Oh, God. Man. Unbelievable.
I work out almost every day. I almost do the same thing. I wasn't out of my lane, and I'm just finishing up my workout. I'm like, oh, I'll do a couple sets of curls, whatever. Rip. Bad. I knew it right away. It's just that horrible feeling. I was just depressed.
Look, I appreciate that you're a gamer and you stayed on. Whenever you need to go, you go. I got this. I got my fire pit.
I didn't know you didn't know. I thought I told you.
No, I got my Christmas lights. All I need to do is make sure.
Donating $100K from Fieldwork to the Humane Society.
I just need to make sure the bunny doesn't jump in the fire pit.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. No, Barry, it's incredible. So, I mean, that was a juggernaut tonight. And for those that are wondering, Indy's defense is pretty decent. I mean, they're right at the middle of the pack. They held the Seahawks to 314 yards and 6 field goals. The Niners were well north of 400 yards and didn't punt again. 2 games in a row without a punt. I mean, just phenomenal stuff.
It's pretty cool. I got to say, we carved them up where they were most susceptible. Their linebackers couldn't cover me. I mean, I literally could come out with this on and I could still get open. They could not even come close to covering George Kittle or Christian McCaffrey. Just jammed them over the middle. Juwan Jennings made some big catches for us, clutch.
Yeah.
And Brock Purdy was on fire. He had a little high ball that was maybe 50-50 at the end that turned into a pick, but 5 touchdowns, 295 yards. And I get it. Everybody, nothing like throwing for 5 touchdowns when some old guy comes back and that's all they want to talk about. And I get it. Phil Rivers, it's pretty miraculous. But I will say for most of the night, unfortunately for our pass rush, he was untouched. and sat in there and threw that wobbly ball. He was good and short to intermediate. He was pretty accurate. He couldn't throw the deep ball, obviously, but good for him. Kind of a cool story. Colts are basically out of it now, so we might not see him, but it just shows you some of these guys, they still have the talent. It's about your legs and it's about your pass protection. And
Yeah.
we, for most of the night, couldn't get pressure on them. Was pretty frustrating. We finally got to them a few times, but I will say this about our defense. We came into the game wanting to stop the run, played against Jonathan Taylor. We looked really good against the run. We did not look necessarily good against the pass. Too many guys open, too many big plays, too many conversions. And I read online like this defense isn't playoff ready, and it's like, no, duh. Where have you been all year? Like, we've lost all of our guys. Like, this is a gritty, scrappy team, and we found a way. And I don't care what anybody says at this point. Anything can happen in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Path. We win our last 2 games when we're the number 1 seed. It doesn't freaking matter. We play at home, and you know what? I respect our defense because they play hard. We might not always be in the perfect position. We might give up some plays that we shouldn't. We might give up yards running the ball, but we're 11-4, so it doesn't really matter what people say. In the end, it's about points. That's the only stat that matters. And every now and then we come away with a stop that we probably shouldn't, and our offense is on fire, and nobody wants to play us right now in the playoffs. So I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, you can nitpick any game, but we're 11-4. The Colts, they were okay. The next 2 games, we win the next 2 games, we've earned it. I don't care what anybody says. And I don't care if people say, yeah, we had the weakest schedule in the league. Well, it started off as the weakest, but it's not ending the weakest. The Rams and the Seahawks, we had to play them. That's 4 games. We have to play the Bears. You have to play the Colts. Like, are you kidding me? We had to play the Jags. That's not the weakest schedule.
No. Well, look, if you can go 2-0 against the Seahawks, you deserve. If you can go 5-1 in the best division in football, you deserve that number one seed. And the thing that really jumped out, there's a lot of things I'll get to, but the thing that jumped out at me tonight, and you mentioned one of them, is the ability to stop the run. They've really had a hard time stopping the run. They gave up some in the passing game, and we talked about this months ago. This is the type of game ultimately they're probably going to have to win. High-scoring shootouts, the defense isn't capable of just completely shutting teams down. They're going to have to make a few plays here and there, whether it be a sack and a fumble that Collins had. They didn't recover it, but they forced him back, and ultimately they had to punt. The pick by Winters at the end. Just a few plays here and there is going to be good enough. The offense is going to have to carry the load, but tonight was maybe the best they ran the ball all year long.
I agree.
And Seattle couldn't run on them last week.
Man. Yeah, McCaffrey had 6'2", 6'3", and run the ball.
Yeah, I think it was 6'3".
We were getting pushed, and you saw there were some lanes, and we hadn't really seen that much all year, and it felt really good. Before
5'6",
I forget,
21 for 117.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about something we hadn't talked about that much. Man, our special teams is pretty good, and I haven't looked at where we rank, but I'll take Sky Moore all day long, and Mucho Pinero has been money. He's been Mucho Pinero all year, and I gotta say, we're solid on coverage teams.
Yep.
Like that is a big intangible that we have not had, and so yeah, I get it. Our defense isn't perfect, but we're playing hard, and we got guys playing their tails off, and we got a lot of young guys. But our offense is healthy, and our special teams is solid. We can beat anybody. I don't care anymore. So
no, the special teams has been fantastic. I mean, there were a couple of times Bergie and I were talking about this early in the season where Sky Moore just refused to let the ball hit like inside the 5-yard line. I'm like, right? You can count backwards from 8, right? When you get to like 5, it's about time to let the ball go. Yep. And in fact, he cost him a safety in the Arizona game and could ultimately cost him the game. But since then, he's been not just good, he's been really good. The coverage teams have been really good. Pinheiro has been phenomenal. I mean, the only field goal he missed was that 64-yarder tonight, and he missed it by a half yard. That thing's 63 and a half yards. It's it's as you'd like to say, money. He's been really good. And then look, Brock has been great. The pick he threw at the end, I mean, it's nitpicking. I'm not sure if I'm throwing there. I might be running just to run some more time off the clock, but whatever. It got away from him. The linebacker was in his vision. He tried to get it over him. The ball sailed a little bit.
Exactly.
And that's where I was saying. That's where I thought, Brent. I thought, well, hold on a second. There's no way Colts are going to make this a game, are they? Like I was already thinking this game's over. It's done with. Yeah. Not going to have. And then when they got the ball back, I'm like, oh no. And then Winters got the pick six. I'm like, all right, we're good.
That was so good. I mean, that had to happen. I mean, it was so great. It felt good. We hadn't had a lot of those on defense this year. I'm not just talking about pick sixes. Yeah. I'm just talking about turnovers in general.
I know.
And, it was great to see.
How great was it that Bourne had his $500,000 bonus? He had it, and then he had to give it back because he didn't complete the catch, and then he got it again later in the game. I'm like, boy, that's rough right there. Like, give me my money. Well, not yet. Okay, now we'll give it to you.
Sorry, let's take that back.
It's a little different than your $10,000 bonus.
I was going to say it's a lot different than my $10,000, where I was whooping it up in the huddle. Woohoo!
And I think if I'm not mistaken, your $10,000 catch that got you $10,000 bonus catch was for -1 yards because you just told Steve to throw it to you because you were coming out of the game.
I died for it, even if it was -2.
Absolutely. So they get this one. 2 more to go until they got to get Chicago and then get Seattle. And I mean, that would be one of the more unlikely stories of the year if they got the number 1 seed. I mean, there's just no way, right? They're going to get the number 1 seed after all those injuries. And if they can get the number 1 seed, it'd be like that'd be the most one of the most unlikely number 1 seeds in recent memory.
I agree 1,000%. We've got 2 home games. How great is that? I mean, they're going to be fired up. The Levi's is going to be going berserk. I mean, all those things are kind of lining up for us. And so, man, it's going to be really cool the last couple weeks.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, I haven't done all the scenarios yet. I just, I know the one where if we win both, we're the one.
Yeah.
And I haven't gone after that. I don't know if there's a chance to get a 2 or if we drop down to a 3 or a 4. I have no idea if we lost.
I don't read scenarios because guess what? We're going to play the games. The games are going to be played. I'll find out afterwards. I'm not somebody that needs to find out like 2 weeks out. Like, okay, this is what. Look, we're going to play the games. It's the reason I tell people they get upset. Like, Tom, can you believe when they did the power rankings, we're number 8? I'm like, well, who gives a shit? They play for a trophy. Like, it's not the end of the year. Like, it's not like you're trying to make a bowl game. You make the playoffs, and if you win, you keep winning, and you win a Super Bowl. That's who cares what some writer has you ranked in week 14? Like, oh, we're better than number 9. Like, please. I got other things to deal with.
Exactly.
I don't need to deal with that.
Exactly.
All right, brother. Hey, I'm gonna let you go.
Wow, really?
Well,
you don't have any other questions for me?
No, if you want to stay, I'm happy to keep you in the whole time. I don't want to overstep my pay. You just had surgery. I don't want. See, here's what happens. Hold on a second. Here's what happens. You're such a good guy, and we're good friends. So if I don't say just go whenever, or like say I'm gonna you'll just stay on because you're like, I want to stay on, hang out, and I want you to stay on and hang out, but I don't want you to be like, oh man, I don't want to say anything. My biceps kind of hurting me, and Dana's over here off screen pointing at the watch, going, "Hey, let's go, old man. Your time's up." So, I mean, look, if you're good and you want to stay, then I'm more than happy. I'm more than happy to talk to you.
Let me step into Bergie mode. Honey, is it okay if I stay on the podcast with Tom? She said yes.
Oh, no, I can't believe you did this. You don't have to deal with it when he'll be back. We will do a show. We will do a show together though when the
We
playoffs
will.
come
No, I
around.
love
We
giving
definitely
Birdie
do.
a bad time.
We
No, I
do.
can stay on for a
I
couple
know.
more minutes.
Well, no, he told you. He told me. He goes, I'm like his old boss, and I didn't even get invited to the Hall of Fame. He goes, I was a little bit hurt.
I'm telling you, I didn't know he'd want to come. I mean, I was cutting out teammates left and right. I mean, Steve Young barely made it.
Well, that's a tough. Well, I noticed Joe and Jerry didn't make it. I can't believe they didn't make the cut. That's harsh.
So they did. Jerry had a thing. So Jerry spoke and introduced me on game day. And Joe is a little under the weather, so I think he had.
What was Joe out there hawking Guinness or something?
Joe was not hawking Guinness. So Joe was coming.
He was at a bar, the Dubliner.
I had him set up to speak. He had a little surgery, and the timing was bad.
Oh, okay.
So,
dude, he was out there hawking Guinness wearing his Skechers. He was.
Man,
it was like,
I love the
sorry,
Skechers.
bro.
I wish he was doing Skechers when I played, because I would not have held back.
I always killed Steve on the Van Heusen. I go, bro, can you give me a suit? The Van Heusens are nice.
Yeah, Van Dorks.
What? Van Dork. You're killing me. This is the Brent we need. The painkiller.
There you go.
Brent.
Yeah, just put me on painkillers.
The painkiller Brent's the best.
Get permission from my wife, and I'm ready.
Oh my gosh! How much were you worried? I always worry about non-contact injuries. Kittle's didn't look like much. It looked like it just kind of got caught in the turf a little bit and twisted the wrong way. So, I mean, I don't know, but it didn't look like anything serious. But sometimes ankles bite you, and when you get cold, it's hard to come back from an ankle because you're stiff. I mean, we know that playing basketball. You want to stay. If you sprain your ankle, the one thing you want to do is stay in the game. You don't want to come out, because once you come out, the ankle is going to tighten up on you, and you're not going to. You can't go back in. That would be my guess with him. Is like, okay, I got to come out. It's hurting me. You come out, it gets cold, it gets tight, and then you're like, we're up 2 scores. Why go back in?
Yeah, I watched him really carefully walking off, and he was kind of walking off gingerly, but he wasn't dragging it and limping and making it look like it was really bad. So saw him on the sidelines, looked at his face, tried to understand his body language, and he did not look too down or depressed. He initially he kind of had his face in his hands, but I think my guess is it's fine. He's going to rally. The guy's a warrior. So I felt better after kind of seeing that. But I mean, as we know, we've been hit with some crazy injuries this year, and even guys you think are fine, or you don't even see them get hurt during the game, or all of a sudden out. So
yeah, it's like PTSD thing. It's like, oh my God, he's limping. He's out for 3 months.
I know. I saw that, and we need him, and he's a stud. Those guys couldn't cover him tonight, and Brock was saying we're going to throw George, until they stop him, and they were never going to be able to stop him. But
how about Purdy's first throw to Kittle? His first throw of the night was one of those butt clinchers where he throws and you're like, and Kittle makes the catch because he was just better than the linebacker.
He is really good.
Purdy does not mind.
George is really good at coming back to the ball and using his body to shield.
Yeah,
guys. There's receivers out there that don't understand that dynamic, but he is excellent at that and puts himself in position all the time, shield the defender and or come back to the ball. Your quarterback loves that. He always kind of if there's any potential trouble, that means you're getting him out of trouble. And so he's great at that. I'm sure he'll be ready to go next week. But thinking about it, we hadn't played a Monday night game for a while. We have a short week, so that doesn't necessarily help us. But
no,
I mean, it's do or die for the 1 seed. Now, if you told me, it's tenuous, I don't want to lose them for the playoffs. We already clinched a playoff spot, so let's not be stupid. But my assumption is he'll be ready to play.
Yeah, and again, I'm not going to look into this. You're not going to look into this. I don't know where they go, and somebody will probably tell us if they lose if they win one of the next two, were they vis-a-vis the Rams? Because that 5 spot isn't a bad spot to be if it ends up being Carolina. Like, I don't know that it will be Carolina. They're the 4 right now, but they got to go down to Tampa and play. I think they play their last game of the season. That could be a big game, but you'd probably rather have them over Philly. Although I'll be honest with you, Philly isn't that intimidating. Their defense is good, but I think if you score 24 points against Philly, you stand a great chance to beat them because their offense is busted.
Yeah, something's wrong with their offensive line, and there's a lot of dissension and craziness going on in that offensive side of the ball. So I just wonder if there's any way for us to get a home game. That's one thing about playing Carolina. That would be on the road, even with a weak record, but they'd be a division winner, right? I kind of feel like that we got to get rid of that rule. I don't know. I've gone back and forth on it.
Yeah, where all the division winners get. I mean, I guess you look at it from that standpoint. You got to make the division worth something. So I guess you make it worth home. Maybe you just make it worth a playoff spot, period, but you don't get home
if it's
field.
A weak division like that division has been this year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see what
is Babcock coming on.
Babs.
Is Babs coming on because he thinks
Babs
Bergie's
just
on?
pops on.
Babs never pops on for me. Come on, Babs. What's up?
Babs doing stats at the game, so he always has good stuff.
Babs says Bergie was coming on.
Since Purdy threw 3 picks at Carolina, he's thrown 9 touchdowns with only 1 interception. Went 109 straight attempts without throwing an interception before the pick in the 4th quarter. Now he's been. I was going to ask you about him. Good stat, Babs. He just look. I want to say like he's been really good, but fuck, he is really good. I mean, I feel like I gotta like go out of my way to say, wow, look what he did. But I don't feel like I got to do that with all the other good quarterbacks. Like, wow, look what he's been able to do. Like look. Like I feel like for some reason he's got to validate how good he is every single time
all the time
he steps on the field. And I'm kind of done with it. I'll be honest with you. Like if you don't think he's good, whatever, that's fine. If you think he's average, whatever, that's fine. I think he's one of the top quarterbacks in the game. I'll take him. I said I could make an argument, Brent, that I would take him over anybody that's not named Mahomes, Allen, Jackson, Burrow, Stafford. That's the 5. Other than that, you want Herbert over him? That's fine. Like I get it. Herbert's really, really good. You want CJ Stroud over him? Okay. You want? I mean, there's about a mix of 5 guys that if you want to argue, you could argue. I'm happy with. I mean, that I just think. Remember 3 years ago I asked you, or maybe 2 years ago, I think it was 3. We asked you about the comparisons between him and Joe, and we're both very quick to say, look, he's not Joe. We're not comparing him to Joe, but there are some traits there that you look at and go,
absolutely.
you see, and you played with him. You see Joe Montana out there, some of the things that Brock Purdy does, don't you?
I absolutely do. And I saw it a couple years ago. And we always have the disclaimer. Obviously, you need a long, successful career path to even be mentioned in the same sentence. But he does do something. He sees the field. He moves. Is he a speedster? No, but he's got great elusiveness. He understands. He has great pocket presence. He knows when to step up, when to sidestep, when to spin around, when to get rid of the ball, when to hang on. Those are things you can't really teach guys. They have to feel it and they sense it. And he's had that. He's very accurate, much like Joe. He puts it where the receiver needs it to continue in stride. These are all things that are very meticulous and very detailed that you work on for years and years. You can tell he's got a certain comfort level with a couple of receivers that he's played more with. Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle. He's developing that with other guys. I think he has it with Juwan Jennings. Everybody else is still in the learning stage. So, I'm bummed that Ricky was out tonight, but we need him for the playoffs too. Get him back, get him rolling. Have to throw this out, just being a tight end. Jake Tonjes has been a stud for us this year.
Yeah.
The guy has made some big time catches. I think that was a touchdown.
So do I.
George was out like he was a stud. Like, hats off to that kid. I mean, what a valiant season he's had for us, and that's great. And we have multiple cases of that. We have it on defense. We have it across the board. We've had a receiver when Kendrick Bourne stepped up and when everybody was out. I mean, it was wild, and it's been a ham and egg season for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But now, we're in the playoffs, and now we can, be a little more confident about our position because we've continued. Like, who haven't we played that's that amazing?
Yeah. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And it's funny too. And look, I always say I'm not going to continue with this, but I ended up doing for a little bit just because I don't understand why. Like, people want to. I mean, look, I know why. Because they think that Purdy was kind of a fraud early, that he only benefited from Shanahan and he benefited from all the talent they had around him and all that stuff. And that was their stance. So they don't want to be wrong. So they're going to try to go back to that whenever possible.
Yeah.
But I keep saying, God dang, like, this should be the easiest guy to root for. He was the last pick in the draft. Like, it should be like the easiest thing to root for. Like, wow, look how fun this story is. This guy was like the last, and he's a nice guy. I mean, he's out there buying not only trucks for his offensive linemen. They showed the story today, buying trucks for 9 families that needed them, and I forget what else. Tickets to a game. I mean, just he's like a story. You're like, God, I wish I had a guy like that on my team to root for. Like, he just seems like a really fun guy to root for. Yet, man, people can't divorce themselves from their takes. It's like, nah, I didn't buy it early on. So whenever I get a chance to not buy it, I'm gonna jump on the not buy it. So that's just the way it is. It's just every once in a while I feel like I gotta jump out there and go, bro, you take who you, other than those other 5, take who you want to take. I'll take Purdy and I'll be happy doing it.
Yeah, those guys got to admit defeat. He's a top 5 or 6 guy, and we have thought that along the lines. And the whole time he's had unfortunate luck over his starting career because there's been a lot of injuries to his arsenal. And so, man, I don't think he's ever played. He certainly probably hasn't played 10 or 12 games in a row with his starting unit. My guess is he probably hasn't played 8, whether it's lineman, whether it's tight end, whether it's receiver, whether it's running back. I mean, give me a break. So people love to hang on to their takes, and I get it. So I have a couple friends that want to get rid of Kyle. It's like, you're morons. You're morons. Listen to anybody that knows the game, but people think that they're smarter than everybody else. Yeah. So what do you know?
No doubt about it. It's so funny. Hey, we get the same with Steve Kerr sometimes. The Warriors need to replace Steve Kerr. It's like, hey, I go, look, I'm totally fucking with you. Oh, aside from the 4 championships that he won.
Yeah.
Those
he just forgot all of a sudden how to coach.
Exactly. Scott, I wasn't going to ask you the thing about tonight's game. So we hit the running on both sides was fantastic. The offensive line I thought played really, really good.
It was like probably our best game of the season for the offensive line. I would say.
No, I totally agree.
No pushover, in spite of the fact that they have a 45-year-old chubby guy as a quarterback. And I love Phillip Rivers, and the guy's been a stud. And I'm kind of picking on him a little bit, but that's still. I mean, that was the best team in the AFC till Daniel Jones got hurt. So they're not a pushover.
I thought Phillip Rivers did amazing. Guy hasn't played in 5 years. This is his second game back. Phillip Rivers may have spent less time on an iPad I don't think any other quarterback spent less time, because there's never a quarterback that doesn't go straight to the bench, get the iPad, and start looking. Phillip Rivers just went straight to the sideline, took his helmet off. It's like he was coaching again in high school. He just started watching the game. Like, let me just see what's going on out here. I mean, that's a penalty. Let's go get. I'm like, bro, we have iPads now, right? The NFL has iPads. You can.
He was looking for Kodak.
He's like, I'm good. I don't need an iPad.
Here, let me check my iPhone 1.
And are we sure? We should give a a shout out to ESPN for putting the Morstead family nerves at ease, knowing that Thomas Morstead wasn't kidnapped and being held hostage somewhere, because that dude has been MIA. Hey, Thomas Morstead, do me a favor. When you get home tonight, think about your favorite charity, a humane society, Ronald McDonald House, whatever it is, and donate some of that game check over the last 2 weeks, because you've done as much as I have. As all you've done is stand on the sidelines. I watched on a couch. You could have been on the couch. You haven't punted since early in the fourth quarter of the Browns game. Like you took literally 9 quarters off and just said, I'm good. So give up like a few $100 to the charity of your choice, because I mean, I don't know you. You're probably a hell of a guy. You've done as much as I have over the last 9 quarters.
I love it. You know what? That's my kind of job.
Doing nothing. Just standing on the sidelines. They showed him bouncing a ball. I'm like, that's what he's done the last 8 plus quarters, almost 9. Almost 9 quarters. It's unbelievable. All right, brother. Now I am going to let you go. It's a half an hour. You spent a half an hour.
That's awesome. Yeah, you can see.
I mean, you went above. You went above and beyond.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything sillier than I usually say.
I was kind of hoping. I mean, I don't get a chance to get guys on here on pain meds very often.
How about that?
So I was kind of hoping that, maybe you would let something fly, but damn, I mean, that's not you. You're always under control.
Not me, and Deanna's right in the background. I'm in trouble if I go off the path.
You're gonna get hit with a football.
Exactly.
Well, take care of your bicep, and the next week will be, I don't know. I mean, you're going to have to hang in there next week. That's going to be, we'll just do Monday. Bergie and I will take care of Sunday night football after the game, because it's a night game
on Sunday night football. Wow,
that's okay though. We'll do Monday. Bergie and I will handle Sunday night.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and I mean, unless you're just up and wondering about.
If Bergie has another family event, on Sunday night after the game, give me a call.
All right, brother. Well, feel better. Hopefully everything is good this week. Tell Dana I said hi. In fact, she can hear me anyway, so I don't need to tell you. Hey, Dana, how are you? Take care. Make sure this guy doesn't do anything too ridiculous while he's on pain meds. Unbuckle your seatbelt and go to bed now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my God. All right, Brent. Hey, Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas, buddy. And
Merry Christmas.
My best to Bergie, in all honesty. Great having Babs throw in his comments on the show. And I'll look forward to a win and us fired up for next week.
All right, next Monday we'll do it, man.
All right, Tommy.
All right, Brad, take it easy, man.
All right, brother. See you.
All right. Let's give it up for Brent. Brent's on pain meds, all loopy. I got a bunny down here. I'm just making sure this bunny doesn't jump in the fire. That's the last thing I need. This bunny jumping in the fire. That's a little too low. That's a little too low. Let's go. That's good. We're good. Where are you at? There you are. We'll take comments if you want to. I'm totally cool with that. I'll stay out here with you guys. It was an offensive machine tonight. It just running the ball, throwing the ball, balance. What they throw for? 295. We had the stats up there. 5 touches, 1 pick at the end of the game. McCaffrey ran for 117. Robinson 20. Purdy had he had the one nice scramble that got him close to the first down, and then he got the QB sneak for the first down, and that was it for him running the ball. So 139, 140, and then like Mac Jones got negative, kneeling, so whatever. So let's call it 140. So 140, yeah. I mean, they were just really, really good offensively, and this is who they're going to have to be. But it does make you feel pretty good if you're a Niner fan that they were able to shut down the running game the way they were able to shut down the running game, because that was priority number 1. Do not let Taylor get going. Do not let the play action be a huge factor in this game, and that's exactly what they did. Now, Phillip Rivers is pretty good, but if you're going to commit your resources to stopping the run, you're probably going to give up something in the passing game, even for a guy that can't. You can tell the arm strength is not even close to what it was, nor did I don't think anybody expect it to be. But my gosh, I mean, can you oversell like how good he's been at 44, 5 years? He hasn't played in 5 years. Guys out there playing NFL football. NFL, I mean, it's crazy that he's doing what he's doing. Or maybe quarterback isn't that hard to play. Hey, just come back and play. Like, we're good. Can you imagine a guy taking 5 years off and come back, play wide receiver? 44. Like, what other position could you do that? I mean, pitcher, but your arm's going to be shot. There's no way. You'd have to have arm strength. You come back, you'd be like Doug Jones, throwing 78-mile-an-hour fastballs, and your changeup 65. Doug Jones used to be wild. If you don't know who he is, look him up. At the end of his career, my gosh, that guy was just. I think his fastball had a hump in it. It looked like a camel. But you couldn't ask for much more. You go, you get the win, you dominate offensively, you make enough plays defensively. It's just a fantastic win. And now you set yourself up. You go 2-0, and you're the number 1 seed. That is, is it more unlikely than the Patriots getting the number 1 seed? Maybe not. I mean, beginning of the season, I would say no. Halfway through the season, I would say yes. Because by that time, the Patriots kind of established. They're really good. They'd already beaten Bills one time. And you knew they're going to be good. Drake May was having a fantastic year. And the Niners were decimated with injuries, right? Kittle was out. Purdy was out. Bosa was out. Warner was out. Ayuk hadn't played. Pearsall was out. And they just hung in there and hung in there and hung in there. Like, I would say if you're going to go back to the beginning of the season, this wouldn't be that unlikely of a story. In fact, I think the Niners were favored to win this division early in the season or before the season started because of the schedule. They had an easier schedule than the Rams, easier schedule than the Seahawks. But halfway through the season, you thought, no way. The Rams look like the best team in football. Seattle's not far behind. Too many injuries to have to deal with. And the way they've cobbled this thing together and managed to continue to win football games, remarkable. Absolutely remarkable what they've been able to do. So halfway through the season, I'll say it's a much bigger surprise in New England. Start the season off, New England's probably the biggest surprise in the league. Maybe them and Denver. Maybe both those teams are the biggest surprises. Jaguars have been a pleasant surprise, no doubt about. The Colts were probably the biggest surprise halfway through the year. They were dominant. And then, lost a couple of Jones gets hurt, and that's it. Now they're toast. I'm not even sure if they're going to make the playoffs. But it's been a wild year, hasn't it? Didn't the Texans lose their first 2 games? I think Denver lost their first 2 games too. And then now you can't score on Houston, and Houston looks like they're going to be the lower seed that no higher seed wants to face. Like, oh God, we're going to take this team on with that nasty ass defense. So even though the Chiefs, maybe the Ravens, for sure the Bengals, you're going to miss some really good quarterbacks in the AFC playoffs. The playoffs are going to be really good, really fun this year because I don't think anybody knows exactly. There's not 1 or 2 teams you look at and say, oh, yeah, they'll be there. They'll be in the NFC Championship game. And so if you guys want to do some comments, we can certainly do that. Oh, Texans are 0-3. So I was right. They did start 0-2. Can't start 0-3 without starting 0-2. So there you go. But if you want to do it, let's do some comments. You want to talk about tonight's game. Just, again, a fantastic game. Special teams. When Brent mentioned them, I forgot to mention to him, the turnaround this year has been historic. How good the special teams have been compared to how bad they were last year. And really how bad they've been. The recent vintage 49er special teams have been brutal. And they're really good this year. Really good. Pinheiro, Sky Moore, the coverage teams have been really good. Colts got that one nice return at the end of the game tonight, but they've been nails. You haven't had to worry about them. Everything that Kyle Shanahan hoped the special teams would be is special teams you don't have to think about. Just don't screw it up. The funny thing is, though, is when you say, I just don't want you to screw it up, what do you ultimately end up doing? Screwing it up. So this year they're actually making plays and gaining yards and winning field position. So it's been fun to watch. But again, I said this last week. I've said it over the last couple of weeks. This has been a really fun season to watch just because it's been so unexpected. And they've just, I don't know. They just got, there's something this team has that allows them to continue to do what they're doing. Fighting, clawing, scratching, again, ham and egging it together. It's like when you play a two-person match or a four-person match, 2-on-2 in golf. It's like one hole you suck, but your partner's really good. Next hole he sucks, you're really good. You just ham and egg it. Like it's here you, and then it's like, oh my gosh. And so sweet, go right from football to stocking stuffer gift. What's my favorite and least favorite stocking stuffer gift? I don't know. I mean, to get stocking stuffer has got to be kind of cheap. It can't be an expensive stocking stuffer. But I will tell you my favorite stocking stuffer growing up was the Lifesaver book. It was like a little book, and you opened it up, and it had like eight rolls of Lifesavers in it. Had like a little nutcracker on the front and a little Lifesaver house that was really, really cool. But inside that was probably my least favorite stocking stuffer gift, which was the butterscotch Lifesavers. Those are straight ass. I mean, are you kidding me? Just give me the cherry. Give me the fruit flavors. Even the spearmint wasn't terrible. I wasn't a big peppermint fan, but a lot of people are, so that's cool. Butterscotch, please. Get the butterscotch out of my face. I don't want butterscotch Lifesavers. I don't even know if they make those anymore, the Lifesaver books. But you give me some Haribo gummy worms. I'm good with that for a stocking stuffer. But you know, I like giving out Pez candies. Pez candies are the best. Get the little head, click the head. Nice. I think they had sports Pez at one point. Used to get the sports Pez. I keep looking over down because Bunny's down there, and I'd rather not have Bunny jump in the fire. That wouldn't be good. Yeah, butterscotch was ass. See, Brian agrees. Butterscotch was like, no. Who wants it? You want butterscotch? Here, take it. You got butterscotch. You're good. But yeah, I don't mind. Oh, you know what a good one is? The Lick'em sticks. That little stick. Stick in the powder. And I always used to like act like I was, when I was not little, but teenager, get the Lick'em stick, put it in the powder, and then snort it. But I wouldn't snort it, of course. Jesus Christ. I get you like a bug eye for like 3 days snorting that much sugar. But you get it like just, you'd have to dust it off and then go. Parents didn't think it was that funny. Got to be honest. I thought it was kind of clever. I thought it was kind of funny. You know, watching Miami Vice. Didn't follow. Didn't connect. I'm not huge fans. Not huge fans of that. And so, but my favorite gifts of all time were my Planet of the Apes treehouse when I was like 7, 8. Oh, I love Planet of the Apes. One of my favorite shows of all time. Roddy McDowell. Incredible. Love that show. And I had the whole tree house, and you had the army apes, like the gorillas, or like the angry apes, didn't like humans. The chimpanzees, like Cornelius, they could actually like converse. They'd hang out with the humans, talk with them. They were kind of on the human side, but chimpanzees got the shit beat out of them by the war apes, so they couldn't do much. But I one of my favorite TV shows of all time, and I had the treehouse, little dolls, little like Planet of the Apes dolls. Set them up. Electric football was incredible. Remember electric football? You'd put all the pieces down. I think I had the Dolphins and the Redskins before they were the Commanders. Much before they were the Commanders. They were the Redskins. And you'd line them up. For those that don't know, it's one of the greatest games ever. So you line it up, and then you turn it on. Like you turn it on, and I got to sit up because there's a sound it would make. So you turn on this board, right? And you'd have your guys lined up. I don't know why you had wide receivers. I'm not sure why wide receivers were split out to the right, because you couldn't throw the damn ball. It's like a little cotton football the guy would hold, and the board would vibrate, and the board would go. So ultimately what would happen is the dude with the ball would just spin around. Just spin. And like wouldn't go anywhere. You'd like try to set up a play and see if maybe you could make it to the line. He'd never hit the hole. I don't know what my running back's GPA was on that game, but it had to be well below 1.5. I mean, and linemen are going, everybody was dumb. Like nobody knew what the hell they were doing. They were going in circles. Oh, I'm going to tackle a guy. Oh, I'm going to take a left so I don't tackle him. Oh, I'm in the open. I'm at the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15. Oh, shit, the 20, the 25, the 30, where are we going? Where are we going? I mean, what are we doing? Are we playing for ASU? Are you kidding me? You're going the wrong way. So I love that game. Oh, yeah, Dom. NFL pencils were the best. We used to take them. Did anybody ever play that game where you try to break pencils and you'd hold them and you'd like snap your pencil and try to break the other guy's pencil in half? We used to do that at recess. Probably what was that? Circa 7th or 8th grade. And man, if you could break somebody's like big time team pencil, the best. Just like whap. And I had a great rhythm too. I had like I would be snapping pencils right and left. And then I would take them, put them in the boneyard, and just collect them as souvenirs. I was like the aliens or the predators. The predators. It'd be like you know how they rip the skull and the spine, and that was their like trophy. And the skulls they clean. Those were my trophies. The pencils. I'd take the pencil home and like save it. Write the guy's name on the side of the pencil. Whose pencil I busted. What recess it was at. What day it was at. Oh yeah, that was nice. Especially when you got like a trophy pencil. You got like a Steeler pencil or a Cowboys pencil. Maybe somebody like the Rams back then. That pencil. Those were nice to snap. Big fan. But yes, I was a big fan of the pencils. Huge fan of the pencils. Like I was a huge fan of the NFL. I wish I could show you guys, but you could go look at it on probably eBay or go look at NFL sheets. I used to have NFL sheets every year. I'd get NFL sheets for Christmas. The sheets, the pillowcases, and the comforter. I had it all. And if you're as old as I am, you'll know. And you're a sports fan. If you don't remember, it just had the logos of all the teams. I don't know if we can find that somewhere and show it to the people. But it had the logos of all the teams. And they had a pillowcase. They had the undersheet, the sheet, and the comforter. I had the whole set. Like I was so pumped to get those things. And then get the NFL pencils to go with that. I even had the drapes. I had the drapes to go along with the matching drapes and comforter and sheet and pillowcases. Like, there's a reason I do this, okay? There's a reason I do this. because I've been pretty much obsessed with sports for the better part of 50 years. 50 years I've done this where I've everything is sports in my room. We got to be able to find. So if you guys can find those, pop that up on the screen. Find those sheets. I'm gonna find them. I'll pop them up there for you as well. I know they got to be up there somewhere. Oh my gosh. Oh, Brent's the best. Brent's the best. Oh my gosh. What was my favorite holiday movie? Die Hard, a holiday movie? No. Good movie though. Good movie. I mean, favorite holiday movie is Halloween. Halloween's the best holiday movie. Best Christmas movie? Man, I don't know. I've never really thought what the best Christmas movie. What's the one with Tom Hanks, the conductor? Like, that's a pretty good one. I like that one. The Santa Claus. No, those aren't it. No, the ones I'm thinking of are white. Oh, Sears and Roebuck. Yes. Oh, I think those are it right there. Right in the yeah. Yeah, those are it. Yeah. Every team on there. Those were so good. So good. I mean, I had the undersheet, the fitted sheet, the top sheet, the comforter, the pillowcase, and the drapes. I had everything. Look at those old logos, how good those are. The old Patriot logo, the Houston Oilers logo. Man. How do you think it'd go over if I bought some of those and put those on the bed? Do you think Lori would dig those? You think Lori would be like, I can't believe you got that. That's amazing. And I told her I got it like that was part of her Christmas gift. Yes. Look at that. You can even be semi-racist. You got the Redskins on there too. Well done. Falcons. Got the old Oilers on there. Oh yeah. I mean, those things. Oh man. Yeah, I'm like, I love those. You guys don't know how much I love those sheets. Like I loved them more than I probably should love them. Like I was such a sports nut. I still am, but growing up, when you're growing up, all the leagues and all the players are larger than life. And just to have those were so cool. I loved my NFL sheets. Again, there's no way I could pull that off right now. Can you? I can't even imagine if Lori walked into the room and the bed, all the bedding's gone, and I have the NFL sheets, comforter, pillowcases, and the sham. I don't even know what a sham is. I think the sham might go between the mattress and the box springs and then goes down to the ground. I think that's what the sham is. Shamalama ding dong, if I'm not mistaken. How good are those? What size are those, by the way? I wonder if they have like a California King. Berg Ventures resale? I wonder if Bergie's selling those things? What the hell's going on? Oh, what is that? Go to the one on the far left. That's like $125. Why is that $125? The other one was like 30. What's special about these things? Can we click on that to see make it bigger? It looks like the same thing. I don't know what's going on. You got the one on the far right too. The sleeping bag. I had the sleeping bag too. Like literally, I was a nut. I was psycho. I was an absolute psycho. You know why I didn't have the basketball version? Because they didn't have one. If they would have, I would have had it, and I would have changed it out each season. I would have had sheets for football season, basketball season, baseball season. That would have been incredible. Like, I'll tell you guys, here's how nuts I was. I collected full size. I had full size Major League Baseball helmets, and I had them on my wall. Every team on the wall, and I had hangers, these wooden hangers that I put on the wall, nailed them in, and I had the helmets all up there in order of the standings. And every morning I'd wake up, look at the paper, and if the standings changed, I'd move the helmet. Thank God 7-Eleven came out with the mini Sunday helmet where you could get a Sunday and a little baseball helmet. It was a Sunday served in a helmet. I mean, is there anything better than a Sunday served in a little baseball helmet? It could be the greatest thing of all time. It's possible. It is the greatest thing of all time. So you'd go get a Sunday, you collect the helmets, and you could look to the helmets too. You rifle through the helmets. You don't have to take the one off the top. You get the helmets, get the Sunday, take it home, and then I had all the little helmets, the mini helmets. And then I do the same thing. Every day I wake up, look at the standings, change it. And I'd always have accurate standings on my wall with the helmets. It was unbelievable. I didn't have any of that with basketball. What are you going to put on your wall? Nothing. No helmet, like a headband? No. Dumb. But you can play basketball inside. Get a Nerf hoop. Get a Nerf hoop and play. That was cool. I had a full Dolphin uniform when I was younger for Christmas. Helmet, shoulder pads, Zonka jersey, pants, thigh pads, knee pads, and cleats. I don't know what I was going to do with them. No one else had any. Yes, thank you. My curtain matched my drapes. I don't think I have any. I don't have any drapes anymore or curtains. What is that? I don't know. I mean, what are you gonna do? And it's all thinning. You get to 60. It's like, what are you gonna do? And so, no, but anything sports wise, like I mean, looking back on it, there's a picture out there somewhere. I think my mom has. I'm dressed up in my Dolphin uniform, helmet. I got shoulder pads for Christmas, and thigh pads, and knee pads. What the hell am I gonna do? Just like go outside and run into a wall? I do remember I ran into a tree a couple times just to know what it felt like to like go full Larry Zonka into a tree and like spin off and roll in, touchdown. Incredible. But like no one else had pads. What the hell? What am I gonna do? I am the only one that has a helmet and pads. What am I gonna do? Hey, you want to play tackle football? I got pads. You don't. Let's go play. Brian, I'm not drinking an IPA tonight. I'm actually drinking a monkish Mexican milk chocolate stout is what I'm drinking. They're from down in Torrance, California. And so anyway, if you guys got any thoughts, bubblegum and baseball card pack. No, it wasn't. I don't know what no, the bubblegum sucked. Bubblegum was hard. Bubblegum would break your teeth. It was like glass. You could hear the bubblegum snap. That's not good for bubblegum when the bubblegum snaps and it's audible. Bubblegum should be soft. Bubblegum should be pliable. Bubblegum shouldn't be like plate glass. Because who knows how long that bubblegum was in there? That bubblegum could be in there months. And it had all the powder on it. I don't know if you guys remember the powder on the sticks of gum. Bro, dude, nobody ate that. We'd open the packs and chuck the gum. Nobody. You could use that as a weapon. Like if you were in prison, you could shank somebody with the gum. You just snap the gum and shank them. Or you most certainly cut the jugular. Easy. That would, one slice, boom, you're toast. You're done. And so now it's taking me back to all the sports stuff I used to get as a kid for Christmas. That's all I asked for was sports stuff. I wanted to get, I don't know if he's old enough. I wanted to get my grandson Kai Stretch Armstrong. But I don't know if he's old enough because he might bite it and then the goo will come out. That won't be any good. So I wanted to get him a super toe. But I don't know if I can get the super toe. I don't know if you can get one of those. Let's see. While growing up, my mom made bedroom curtains from 1970 NFL logos. Oh yeah, that's so. I mean, that's a mom right there. Like, yeah, you need some matching curtains. Yeah, we'll get you. I got you. Yeah, I was so easy to shop for when I was younger. Just give me something sports. I was good. Give me something sports, and I was good. Oh, no doubt, no doubt. The gum was like a fossil. I don't think I ever ate one piece of gum out of a pack of baseball cards. Not one. It just there's not one piece of gum I could take from the pack of baseball cards and do this and not have it break. It just you just snap it right in half. And so anyway, anyway, uh, anybody I know. I mean, like we can keep talking about this, but if you want to get to the game, you have any thoughts on the game? I just thought offense was fantastic, special teams really good, defense made enough plays. Like, what are my expectations of this team? I don't know. They're going to play a really good Bears team who's going to need to win. And obviously Seattle is going to need to win. They got Carolina the following or this upcoming week. So we'll see. But they put themselves in a position with 2 games to go to be the number 1 seed. And there's not a damn person that thought that was possible middle of the season. No way. I'm not even sure if they thought. Now, they don't think that way. They don't think more than 1 week ahead. It's cliche, but it is literally 1 week at a time. That's how they look at it. Athletes, for the most part, don't look big picture. It's all micro. NBA too. NBA, you rarely know who you're playing a week out. You may know 2 games ahead, maybe 3, maybe. But you're just concentrating on the here, the now. That's it. And so I know they have Seattle coming up after this game, but they're not thinking of seeding, and they're just, let's go play next week. See how healthy we are. Let's see if we can get this one and put ourselves in a position to get the number 1 seed. But again, that'd be a shocker. Absolute shocker. My bunny's just like rolling around, going, hey, it's kind of late out here. Like, what are we doing? We having fun over there, bun? Yeah, I think she likes it out here at night. No sleepovers for the bunny, though. I don't want to come out here and bunny's gone. Predator came and took her, although we don't have a ton of predators near the ocean here. Had an eagle here a couple of years ago, but for the most part, hawks and falcon, whatever, birds of prey are usually toward the inner island, not the outer island. So that'd be the worst, wouldn't it? See somebody just grab the bunny and take off, like. Yeah, look, I think Purdy is. I think him and Kyle, and I don't know if Purdy would be this good with any other coach. He might be. Again, I think very highly of Purdy. I think he's really good, but I think this just fits. It's nice when you have a quarterback coach that just kind of fits one another. And I know Kyle loves his moxie, loves his ability to process, loves the fact that he's not afraid to make some throws. Again, the first throw of the game was okay, God, nice. Okay. The touchdown to Kittle. That was no gimme. That was Kittle coming back to the ball. It was a great job by Kittle coming back to the ball. I mean, Cross was right there, and Cross was coming. He was crossing. Chris Cross will make you jump. But he was there, and Kittle, I wonder if Kittle played basketball. That's like basketball players understand that. Like how to get in front of players, shield players off so they can't get to the ball. And if Kittle doesn't come forward, Cross may cut right in front of him and pick that ball off. But Kittle did. Cross didn't, and ends up being a touchdown. But, yeah, no, I agree with you that I just think they've always been in a pretty good rhythm together. They're well aligned, and I just think whatever Brock does, Kyle really enjoys. And again, I think it's a processing. I think it's a swagger. I think it's the ability to maybe make a risky throw or two. But yeah, use more multi sets of receivers. Like I would love it if they got just more receivers healthy. It'd be nice if Pearsall got healthy. I mean, he I don't know how many games he missed this year, and then he's back, and then he's hurt again. I mean, really, and again, knock on wood or knock on whatever you want to knock on. They've had a bunch of dudes, especially skill position dudes, that have been hurt this year. Not McCaffrey, not Williams. Those have been like the rocks. Those guys have got it done. And what McCaffrey has done this year is really nothing short of phenomenal. There you go. I didn't know his wife played basketball at Iowa. How about that? Yeah, she must be pretty good then. I mean, Big Ten basketball is pretty good, women's and men's. But yeah, it didn't surprise me the kid will play basketball in high school. And it just that's what a basketball player would do. Basketball player just understands that sort of like spatial relationship with the ball and the opposition, and how to get in the way and how to box out even when you're going for the rebound and all that kind of stuff. So no, he's pretty amazing. And so, all right, let's look at a few more comments. Can the Niners find a way to keep Robert? I'm guessing you're talking about Saleh. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know that he's going to want to leave after 1 year. I think he might be a little more particular with his job next time, where he goes. And I'm not saying he shouldn't have taken the Jets job. There's 32 of these things. They pay pretty well. The allure to be the captain of your own ship in the Big Apple, pretty enticing. Not many people would turn that down. But I think what you have to look at is ownership, stability from the ownership. All right? Look into the future. What kind of talent do we have? What kind of draft capital do we have? And how much interference is there going to be from ownership? Is ownership going to be really involved? Or are they going to hire us and let us do our job? Are you in alignment with the GM? How do you guys see a team? How do you see team building? What's important to you? What's important to the GM? Like, I think that's one of the things that we don't talk about a lot here. I didn't talk about a lot on the radio. The relationship between Kyle and John Lynch is, I don't think can be understated how important it is that they're aligned. I'm sure they're not completely aligned. You don't want to have a yes man. You don't want to have, like, Kyle is the guy that got hired first, all right? So, I think ultimately if he really wanted something, especially when it came to like quarterback, he's going to get it. But the more you're with somebody and the more you win, the more you trust somebody. And John Lynch has done a hell of a job. But I think you have to have that. They use the word collaboration a lot in sports now. There wasn't that much collaboration back in the day, not as much as there is now. But I think you got to be on the same page. And I think for the most part, ownership has to stay. You don't have to completely stay out, but you're hiring people for a reason. You got to let them do their job. Because if not, why don't you just do the job? We'll just let you do it. Okay? You're saying you're no more than like your GM or your coach. Well, then you could be the GM and coach. But if not, just let them do their job. Hire good people. They both have the same vision. Not going to be. They don't want them. You don't want to be the same person, I guess is what I'm saying. So I think the Niners have that. I think they have that. Again, I know a lot of people want the Super Bowl. That'd be fantastic. But you can't lose sight of the fact the Niners have a fantastic coach and a fantastic GM, and they win a lot of football games. We'll see. Is this the year? If it is, that'd be the most unlikely. That would be the most of years they've made it to the playoffs. And so, yes, I did have a handheld football game. You mean the one that the Coleco, the one that went beep, 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 beep? Had the basketball one too. Had the baseball one too. It was from Mattel, I believe. Those things were the best. Go look those up. See if you can find that. Ogden or Max. See if you can find that. I think it was an old Mattel handheld football game. And it was the wildest thing. It was just like little beeps. And I'm pretty sure I had basketball, baseball, and football. And the LEDs would just light up. Like when you're pitching, it'd go beep, 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 and you had to hit it at the right time. You could throw a curveball or a fastball. The fastball was just on fire. Yes, yes. Those things are incredible. Those things are incredible. God, I love those things. The Mattel football vintage, yes. Yes. Can you make that bigger? That thing was so awesome. Like, there's not one kid that looks at that right now and goes, oh, that is so cool. They're like going, what is that? Yes. I used to bring it to school with me and play it at recess. So 77, yep, that's about right. I was like 12. Oh, man. I love those things. Those were so good. So good. Yeah. I think I had, like I said, I think I had the baseball and the basketball. I got those for Christmas. Yeah, like I have no idea what the buttons are. I know that I think the K is kick. ST might be start. SC score maybe? I don't know. I have no idea. So what you would do is you'd have to move it. And the orange button you're going forward and the red buttons you're going up and down. You had to juke the defense. So you'd have to hit these buttons like up, up, down, down, down. And then you hit the orange button to go straight. And then and then when you got tackled, it'd go brrr. Then at the very top of the screen, if you can see it, those three little bars up there. Okay, the three little bars, that would give you like score and like down and distance, like yards to go, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, time remaining, field position. Oh my God. If you had one of those, like I get that, and then yeah, you were like, if you brought that to school, everyone wanted to play that thing. Everyone wanted you to take that. Like, oh, dude, can I borrow your Mattel football game? Hell no, you can't borrow my Mattel football game. That's my Mattel football game. Get your own Mattel football game. Yeah, I think the football game was the first one. And then I think baseball and then basketball. Yeah, the baseball one was sweet. You hit a home run, everything would kind of light up for you. Brr, 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 brr. Look at those things, man. They're ancient. Kids nowadays would laugh at you. Like, bro, what are you playing? Are you kidding me? Oh, God, that takes me back. That's so good. So good. Yeah. So there's your answer to that question is emphatically yes. I had one of those things, and I love that thing. Play it under the covers at night when mom and dad said it's time to go to bed. Be under the – yes, there it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So you'd pitch it, and it'd be like – I don't know why I'm pointing because you guys can't see me point, but I'm just pointing. But from the pitcher's mound to the home plate, it'd just be like little LEDs that go beep, 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 beep. And then sometimes it'd go outside, and inside it'd be a curveball. And then sometimes you could throw like a heater, and it just go brrr, and it's like right by you. So if you hit it, go to third base, you have to push first base, throw it across the diamond, hit it to the outfield. Your guys would light up if they caught it. You didn't do anything. And then if it went to the outfield and then was a home run, then all hell would break loose and lights would start like flashing everywhere. You're like lights everywhere. So, but yeah, God, those were the best. Those were the best, man. You wake up on Christmas and open one of those bad boys. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Now you got video games that look like you're actually a part of it. You want to talk about relics. Those are 50 years ago almost. Those things came out. 50. And they were the best. The absolute best. Literally everything. Anything sports, I was in. That gave me for his Tecmo Bowl. I was incredible at Tecmo Bowl. Although we did have a rule in Tecmo Bowl: no Bo Jackson, no Lawrence Taylor, no LT, no Bo. You can't play with those guys. Unfair, cheating. You can't stop them. And then LT tackled everything. And so, but Tecmo Bowl is incredible. I love all those games. First generation Madden game where you could not run the ball. You couldn't pass either. You try to drop back and pass, all you had to do is blitz, sack the guy every time. So yeah, all those games, they take me back. We used to have Madden tournaments. Me, Jim Peterson, Jed Bushler, some other guys. You guys remember Link Gates from the San Jose Sharks? He'd come over and play Madden sometimes. Fucking Link Gates. Yeah, how about that? I'm just sitting in my house, me and Jim Peterson, or me and Judd and Link Gates playing Madden. Wild. That's all I did. Just sit in my house and play Madden, have Madden tournaments with my boys, and that was it. I had a big poster in my house, and it was a poster board, and we kept scores, kept all the scores on the game, on the like who won that week. We had the schedule. There he is, Link Gates. That dude was a badass too. He could fight. He had some epic fights with Bob Probert. Look at that mullet. That mullet is outstanding. An outstanding mullet. And those, look at the units. Those are clean. The old school. Hey, my man had the Patrick Swayze hair from Roadhouse. He just looks like a bouncer right there. All right, very good. We're gonna get out of here. We'll take some. You guys got any more? Let's try to clean up the comments. I mean, I'm out here on a Monday night. I got nothing going on. I'm faded. I got nothing going on until we'll come back out of Friday for a show. Figure the show's gonna take 3 days off. I think we deserve it. We'll take some shows off, enjoy the family, enjoy the holidays. I'll be working on Christmas. I'll be over at Chase for the Mavs and the Warriors, which I'm about to go watch. I haven't started it yet, so that's my viewing. I get to go watch. I get to go watch the Hoops game, and then after that, I'm not sure what I'm going to watch. But yeah, no, it's been fun. I did miss Bergie tonight, though. It's always fun having Berg on. He just said, got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you have stuff you have to attend to. That's just the way it is. And he'll be back Sunday evening. And then hopefully during the playoffs, me, him, and Brent can do the games. I like the post game after. That'd be fun to have all three of us, because they're good friends because they rib each other all the time. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good stuff. So if you guys got any comments, any questions that you want to throw out there, we can certainly do that. It's actually nice out here. The fire is sweet. The lights are sweet. Like, I'm enjoying the setup. I really am. I'm enjoying it a lot. This is, I got the fountain on. Got my hot chocolate brew. It's good stuff. All right, is that all we got, boys? You tell me. I'm in big screen mode, so I can't see if we have any people. So I'm gonna give you guys. I'll give you guys like 5 seconds to let me know one way or the other whether we're going more comments or we're gonna bail. All right, good win by the Niners. Offense fantastic, running game fantastic. Purdy was fantastic. Special teams fantastic. Defense was good. I wouldn't say fantastic, but good. Made enough plays. Shut down Taylor. which was nice. So just all in all, just fantastic effort. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Everybody enjoy the family. Have a very Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have a great time. If you have family coming in, I just hope you have fun. Christmas is a time to just be around family, enjoy, kind of reflect on what we all have, what we all enjoy, and see if we can bring some joy to others as well. And so, everybody, Merry Christmas. Have a fun week, and we'll be back with you on Friday. Until then, peace.
And remember this, Tommy T, cash and tickets is what it's all about.